Wing Chun, Choi Le Foot, Hung Gar, prominent martial arts, all from China. Popularized by Bruce Lee, Chinese martial arts have declined in recent years. With the advent of mixed martial arts, forms and weapons training have given way to the more scientific approach of grappling. Kickboxing was a sport forever changed by Muay Thai. As a result, Muay Thai became one of the foundations of MMA and has a strong foothold in the world of kickboxing to this day. Most would agree that Chinese and other traditional martial arts are not effective against even an average Nak Muay or MMA fighter. There is good reason for this. Traditional martial arts have taken a turn that could be described as politically correct. These arts have become spectacles focused more on selling philosophical teachings and colored belts. With the rise of McDojos, it's become easy for any random fool to claim he has a black belt, teach you some wasabi-infused slaps and flails, and then tell you to never use them, that fighting under any circumstances is wrong. This, of course, is a cover for their subpar teachings. If you don't use them, you cannot say they didn't work for you. Even Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai are not immune to sharks. Parents have begun to shy away from the idea of their children having the ability to defend themselves as well. They want to believe that Little Dragon's Taekwondo class will be enough for them to beat up the school bully, even with the lack of sparring. They might even get angry about a fight should one occur, often blaming the child for being unable to walk away. The fact is, a lot of parents would rather their children be victims trying to seek justice. These people are the ones keeping McDojo martial arts afloat. Remember the episode of Home Improvement when one of the kids takes a karate class and then gets in a fight? Tim the Toolman scoffs at his wife after she gets angry that he didn't run away. He said something along the lines of, well, why didn't we sign him up for track then? All of that being said, there is one oddity in the world of fighting right now who people ignore and try to explain away. That is Yi Long. Fun fact, Chinese names go surname first, given name last, so his name would be Long Yi over here in the States. Sounds a little dirty, doesn't it? The man who was dubbed a Shaolin monk by the internet is not actually affiliated with the order, although one could see this as an easy mistake to make given his distinctive cue ball and orange pants. Talk about playing into your character. We're not here to talk about monk status, however. Yi Long is currently competing in the WLF kickboxing organization where he has fought high-caliber fighters such as Buakaw. The first fight between them was the inspiration for this video. Watching the fight, you can see a blend of attacks from Muay Thai and kickboxing, as well as concepts and attacks from traditional martial arts. These concepts, mixed in with kickboxing-type stances and base strikes, are what made him so hard for Buakaw to handle. Some argue that Buakaw was taking Yi Long lightly. I do not believe this was the case. Thai fighters are feared for their clinch work. You would be foolhardy to try and battle it out with a Thai fighter from the clinch even under limited rules, so why not just refuse to? Clinching in close takes your arms away from you. Should you try hand fighting with a more dominant clinch specialist, you will surely end up on the outside. The more you struggle, the more he can use your movements to his advantage, setting up knees and sweeps. You must shift your weight instead of keeping it centered if you wish to jockey for position. With your hands free, you have more you can do in the way of defending those knees and countering with a punch or sweep of your own. You see Buakaw land some good knees, but throughout the fight, this legendary Thai fighter lands mostly glancing or defended blows from the clinch. Buakaw was apprehensive, not taking Yi Long lightly. Nak Muay are also known for their heavy, dead leg kicks. Catching a kick is one of the many reasons why less experienced MMA fighters shy away from it. They feel they're too slow. They're afraid of them being caught. Although catching kicks is common in Muay Thai, one of the tenets of Wing Chun and other Chinese foreign martial arts is to catch, close in on, or get to the outside of. This is known as an entry point. Any attack your opponent throws has the ability to become an entry point should one react accordingly to it. After one enters, the goal is to then finish the opponent as quickly and efficiently as possible. Had this been a street fight, Yi Long's next move on the sweep would be to swarm and attack vital points. One of the biggest differences between the street and the ring that everyone talks about is the lack of rules on the street. Although Yi Long may not stomp or swarm, it is a pain in the ass to have to get back up every time. It drains you. It also makes you aware of his ability to pick your leg out of the air and makes you more cautious. Spinning attacks are not only present in Muay Thai and MMA, there are a range of martial arts that offer a variety of spinning attacks. Economical motion is the action of using the force of one attack to bring you around for another. You see this from fighters who are worn down as a means of last-ditch knockouts. This does not tend to work because the other fighter smells the blood and is aware of their opponent's desperation. Every ring fighter is told that when they hurt their opponent, watch the overhand right or another self-destruct punch. You see Yi Long hurt Buakaw with a back fist off of his economical motion from his kick. A well-timed deliberation made in a calculated manner will have a much higher rate of success than when the man is losing the fight and getting anxious. I am an MMA guy. I love kickboxing and wrestling especially. I love the no-nonsense attitude each of them presents. However, one must remember that every extreme skeptic who makes no room for experimentation will lose out in any field that they are in. I went to a man who studied Wing Chun, Muay Boran, and Krav Maga for a short time. He instilled some basic principles in me that I have brought to my MMA game, not to mention the street fighting horizons that opened up for me. Before we parted ways, he opened my mind and got me into a world I never believed existed after Muay Thai, and he only taught me a few basic concepts. And before anyone says anything, I am aware that Buakaw won the fight. He was more dominant the second time they fought after adjusting to the quirks of Yi Long's style. But ask yourself, when you saw Yi Long versus Buakaw, did you think it would be anything other than Yi Long eating kicks to the head and not going down? Did you think he would be able to get leather or foot on a Thai champion who's been around since the golden years of K1? Chinese martial arts are built for the street, however, given the right application, they will give just about anyone trouble. Watch the fight on your own. Where does Buakaw find most of his success? Where does Yi Long find most of his success? Buakaw got the better of Yi whenever he would remain active in his preferred range. This is what gave him the fight. It's hard to judge inside fighting. Those punches and kicks from the outside were pretty gnarly though, and easy to see. Let me know if I missed anything. I'm sure I did. If you enjoyed this video, please like, sub, and share. I would greatly appreciate that. The next video will be out soon. Thank you.